Okay, we're gonna do this again, but this time with a microphone on. So here's a little game I've kind of made, kind of. Um, Oopsie daisy. Um, it's very basic. You have a capital, cities. The capital produces soldiers, the cities produce soldiers. One of the nice things is you move one at a time. Ugh, we'll play one. Uh, what the frick? Right? Okay. You move one at a time, one square at a time. If I try moving more, it won't let me. If I try moving one, it moves. But within your territory, at least, you can expand. So I can go and set all that 64, 68. I can't count there, and it moves one at a time. But it moves both during your turn and the other person's turn, so it's faster than moving one at a time. There's also a mechanic where let me just go into player one. So I can't move over here because there's no supply line. It's not connected through territory. Um, and there's another fun thing. You know what? We should make this have some more soldiers just for the point of demonstration. So if I cut something off from cities, it slowly depletes. As you can see, it goes to lower 3. So that's the basic mechanics. I mean, it's a fun game, kind of. And when you do open up the game, so if I was to hit this, you're prompted with how many cities you want. So version 1 and 2 has 4 to 12, whereas version 3 has 4 to 20. We will look at version random, by the way. The cities are generated randomly. We'll look at version 2 now. So version 2 is pretty much the same as version 1, but there's some nice new additions. So oops, wrong player. As you can see, it shows you all the territory that's connected, so you can go all the way there. You can travel. It tells you the path length, and also you can pick how many you want to move, so you don't have to move everything, which can be fun. Because in the other version, one of the problems was, let's suppose you're over here with your 12 and I have 5 over here and I have 5 over here, and let's suppose you have no other city, you're screwed because you can't do anything. If you try killing that, I just move, and if you try killing that one, I just move. Whereas now you could, say I want to move 5 over here and I want to move 5 over here, and it'll move. Also, it moves a bit faster now, so it moves 2. So notice when it jumped by 2, and it moves 2 on the other person's turn as well, so it's quicker. Besides that, the mechanics are pretty much the same. There's no new mechanics in that respect. I mean, just to show that our nice little display thing actually works. You see, we can't move there because it's not in our thing. I mean, it lets us press it, but then it doesn't do anything. So there's that, and I think that that's a good addition. I think it makes it more playable, should I say? Because oopsie daisy. And just to prove that my city thing is not nonsense. So that's 24. As you can see, it's depleting. But if I move it here, it'll stop depleting and it'll even increase. See that 20 won't deplete and blah blah blah. So that's pretty much this situation there. But then we have version 3. So version 3 is exactly the same as version 2, except for some big well, it depends what you mean by big, but one difference is the size. It's a bigger map. So this is 10 by 10. This is 15 by 15. I think 15 by 15 is 225. So it's more than double the size, whereas 10 by 10 is 100. So it's a bigger map. I think that's important because the speed at which we're traveling is a lot quicker than in version 1. And also I like bigger things. That let's say, I don't know. I just think too small a map is a bit of a problem. It doesn't let the full joy of cutting off supply lines play out. But there is a key difference here, and you can see that from the top. So everything's pretty much the same, but we have this new mechanic, and that is where you can move your capital. So I am going to be player 1 here, and I'm going to click move capital. So it tells me where I can move. I can move it here and here. And let's say I want to move it here, right? But there's a cost, and that cost is 75% of your soldiers. So it's not like, oh wow, I can move my capital, amazing. it's, oh wow, yeah, you can move your capital, but there's a cost, and that's to deter people, because if you could just move your capital randomly, you know, it would be an interesting game, because like this guy's gonna get killed, he'll just carry on moving his capital. The other thing is, you cannot move your capital except to territory that's connected to your capital. So if I click move capital, you can't move it. There's nothing connected. Um, and the movement's obviously the same. Um, but he can't do that. So, but if it is connected, like this, he can move it. Let's get back to player one's turn. Move capital, he can move it there, and he can move it wherever, right? And also one of the other differences, whereas in version 1 and version 2, the capital always spawned at the corners. On version 3, it's random. It can go anywhere. Also, you can pick more, you can have more cities, so it's 4 to 20 as opposed to 4 to 12. So, as you can see, these are very close. I mean, maybe you wouldn't want to play that because that's very close. Uh, but I think that adds a bit of excitement, you know what I'm saying? A bit of fun. I mean, there was other things we could have done. I mean, I wanted to have a lake thing going on, but I couldn't get it to work properly. Um, you could have obstacles. I mean, maybe having an AI would be nice as well to play against when you've got no human to play against. There's no online version because, again, I'm incompetent. I tried, but after half an hour, I was like, nope, it's not working for me. And I signed up to a bunch of weird things, and I keep getting emails now. Not weird things, they're just promotional emails, but you know. Yeah, so that's the game. I mean, I thought I'd make this video because I'm pretty much done really with it. I mean, I spent a few days on it. I I want to actually play it a bit more. I mean, I played version 1 with someone. I've not really got a chance to play version 2 or version 3 with anyone. I will play version 2 with my test buddy first before going to version 3, just because my test buddy thinks version 3 is too big. I mean, I don't know what her problem is. I have other people I could potentially test it with, but you know, whatever. Yeah, so that's that, and you know, it's been a few days, and I have other things to move on. I'm pretty much done with explaining the mechanics and everything, so you can click off. I'm just gonna go on a bit of a tangent now, because once I start speaking, I do love my tangents. Let me just have some orange juice because I'm thirsty. Okay, we've had our orange juice, well, a sip of it. But yeah, I mean, I have other things to focus on right now. I mean, the past few weeks have not been good for us financially. At least we've been losing lots of money. I think in 1 week we were down. I think about 10,000. That's not good. That's not good for me. Right. I don't know. Maybe a bit more. I don't know. I mean, I don't get too obsessed with the numbers. I mean, you know, it's not my bets are right. It's just I think I'm a bit early, and maybe I went a bit too aggressive. But we're right, and hopefully we can stay liquid for enough time, because we're taking positions against stuff. So that's an interesting thing. I did want to actually make a game where we could have like a showing game, because it would be kind of fun to show that even if you know where something can end, you can still end up screwing up. There is a mini map on this version. I can't wait. Can I show it? Oops, there we are. I hope I didn't show any of my chat in the background. Right, there's a mini map. The mini map is pretty pointless, but yeah. Let's get back to full screen. But yeah, that's the situation. I mean, also, I don't know what's happening in the UK. I don't want to go bankrupt. This is the thing. I mean, I don't. I mean, I shouldn't. I mean, we still have a lot of resources available at the moment. I mean, I don't know, but if we get to that point, I don't know who's gonna bail us out. I don't think anyone will. I mean, even though I bail everyone out, no one wants to bail me out. I mean, maybe it's because they don't have the means. I don't know. Um, but we'll see what happens there. And I don't want to go bankrupt. I don't want to. Well, it's not technically bankrupt because I don't owe the bank anything. You know, I just owe myself stuff. Oh gosh. But you know, I don't want to run out of money, because the UK is getting a bit crazy at the moment. It's getting very much like an American prison where you have these gangs forming based on race, ethnicity, religion, and whatnot. You have the Christian gang with their it's a Christian country. Oh gosh, yeah. And then you have the Muslim gang. The Muslim gang's a bit weird because more. I mean, actually, the Christian gang's also weird because most of these gangs based on the religions don't actually know their religions very well. So, that's the thing. And that's one of the problems with gangs based on religion is that most of the time they don't actually know the religion. It's just some loose cultural understanding, and that's detrimental for the religion. So if you actually believe in the religion, maybe that's not a good project for you guys. But then you have the racial gangs, and the racial gangs. I mean, there's only one racial gang that can win, and that's the white racial gang. And even then, I mean, they will probably split. I mean, the and then we'll see who wins of that. But it's getting a bit messy. Obviously, the institutions are still pretty sane, so the institutions aren't obsessed with those things. I mean, I do apologize that I'm not doing anything with my screen, but it's not a problem at the institutional level, so I don't worry about any real fallout, at least in real terms. But what I do worry about is I worry about vigilante stuff, and I worry about low scale passive aggressive stuff. And you don't have to worry about that stuff when you have money because you just live in your little bubble. I go out during the week when things are quiet, when people are working and whatnot, and I get funny looks when I'm hanging out with certain people. Oh gosh. I don't know why I get the funny looks. Is it because of my beautiful beard? Or is it because I'm hanging out with you know some chick? Is that what it is? I mean, not a child. I need to emphasize, not a child. I mean, she does look like a child, so maybe that's the problem. But I get funny looks when I'm with her, which is funny. But also she's white, and she's actually I mean, she's probably on the racist side of things. Funnily enough, I don't know why she gets along with me, but she does. She's not really racist. She's just not very. She's got certain sentiments that some people on the left would find very problematic. But but yeah, I mean, I can insulate myself because besides funny looks, there's nothing. But if you're working for people and they have an axe to grind with you, maybe because they're annoyed about something and they've formed some ideological group and whatnot, and you're not in their group, they will be passive aggressive and they'll make it not a fun experience. So we don't want to be in that situation. We don't want to be a wagey. I mean, gosh, that's horrible, but it's true. It's true. It's not something good for someone who values their independence, and that's what I've always valued. And that's why we can't really go bust, because if we do, we're screwed. I mean, I won't be independent anymore. I mean, I've worked for people in the past, but I've always had the option to just tell them to f off if they annoy me, and if I've never had to, but you know, the option. I like the option. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't want to go bankrupt. I don't know why I'm going on this tangent here, but I like going on tangents. Keep everyone informed with what's going on with my shenanigans. Maybe I should just run away to Tel Aviv. I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't know. I don't know if everyone still thinks those fun things about me and Israel, but there's a lot of interesting shenanigans going on with that as well. What is it? Britain's decided to formally recognize Palestine as a state. Like, it doesn't exist, guys. You can't recognize a state that doesn't exist. It doesn't make sense. Um, it's just grandstanding, isn't it? I mean, it's silly. Israel's also done some not sensible shenanigans. Their bombing of Qatar. What was it? 2 weeks ago, something like that. Was not a good idea, I don't think. I mean, if you wanted to kill the Hamas leadership, you could have done it with a you know, less interesting tactic. You didn't have to go from above like that. You could have And Israel's done this before, by the way. They've killed people in other countries before, like this. You could have gone and sent some assassins, killed them, and got it done. You didn't have to bomb them from above and let them know that they've got no protection. That was something. Right, we'll see if there's any consequences for that. There might be. I mean, you might see certain realignments in the Middle East because if you push people in a corner and then you practically tell them that they're defenseless, you know they might try to not be defenseless, and that can be costly. I mean, um, I don't think the Middle East really has the ability to really defend against Israel. I mean, but we'll see, we'll see, and if there was a major war, I think they would lose, and they would lose a lot of territory. But you never know, and I should shut up with my tangents before I say too much about many things. Did I mention you can move the capital? I did mention you can move the capitals. Yeah, so I mean, clearly this was made with to train uh, to train. I don't know which side I should be on. Like, I can play along with pretty much any side, and people can find it believable. I can be I can be part of the what people like to call terrorist side. I mean, I had a lot of friends in certain interesting groups back in the day. Um, not anymore. And I can also be part of the other side because I've had friends in the other place. I just have friends everywhere. I'm just a friendly guy. I mean, that's it. Anyways, that tangent was far longer than the game thing. But yeah, that's enough.